We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Jones. Well, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
McCaffrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Escaping the pressure right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Looking for Shepard deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing deep for Galladay.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly and made a really nice play.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's got some space here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Gano's kick is good.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 32 that time. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
56 for Mark, boy, 56. Shot 56.
Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Faking the give, Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Marshall, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Off of play action, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
56 to Mike, boy. Ready? Check 56.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Throw left side, complete. That's Arnold. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Here's Darnold. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56 for Mike, 56.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't. Touchdown! DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. From the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. And nope,